What if I told you that the world's most famous bubble tea can be made right in your kitchen, with just a few simple ingredients? Today, we're recreating the original bubble tea, authentic, perfectly balanced, and incredibly satisfying. Let's make something iconic. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the kitchen. Today's recipe is not just a drink, it's a global phenomenon. We're making original bubble tea, crafted the traditional way, with freshly brewed tea, homemade tapioca pearls, and a perfectly balanced sweetness. This drink represents creativity, culture, and innovation, born in Taiwan and now loved all around the world. And today, I'll guide you step by step to create it just like a professional tea shop. Before we start cooking, let's talk about where this amazing drink came from. Bubble tea began in Taiwan in the 1980s, during a time when tea culture was evolving and modernizing. Tea shops started experimenting, eating milk, ice, and sweetness to traditional tea. Then came the game changer, tapioca pearls, made from cassava starch. But here's a little secret. The bubble in bubble tea originally referred to the foam created by shaking the tea, not the pearls themselves. From Taiwan, bubble tea quickly spread across Asia, then globally, becoming a cultural icon. Today, you'll find endless variations, but the original milk tea with pearls remains the foundation. And a fun fact for you, early versions were often served without milk, more like a sweet iced tea. Now, let's gather our ingredients. For the tea base, you'll need 2 cups of water and 2 black tea bags, or 2 teaspoons of loose leaf black tea. For our chewy tapioca pearls, you'll want half a cup of dry tapioca pearls and 4 cups of water to cook them in. Next up is our rich brown sugar syrup. For that, you'll need half a cup of brown sugar and half a cup of water. Finally, to bring it all together for the milk tea, you'll use 1 cup of your brewed tea, half a cup of milk, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of that beautiful sugar syrup we just made. Of course, feel free to use alternatives like almond or oat milk if you prefer. The equipment for this is super simple. You'll need a medium saucepan to cook the pearls, a strainer, a couple of mixing bowls, and your measuring cups and spoons. To assemble and serve, grab some tall glasses, a cocktail shaker, or even just a jar with a tight lid, and of course, those signature wide bubble tea straws. Alright, let's get cooking. Our first step is to cook the tapioca pearls. Bring 4 cups of water to a rolling boil in your saucepan. Once it's boiling, add your tapioca pearls and give them a good stir right away to prevent sticking. Let them cook for about 20 to 25 minutes, stirring every now and then. You'll see them become glossy and start to turn translucent. Once they're cooked, turn off the heat, pop a lid on the pot, and let them rest for another 10 minutes. After resting, drain them and give them a gentle rinse with warm water. While the pearls are cooking, let's make our sugar syrup. In a small saucepan, combine half a cup of brown sugar with half a cup of water. Bring it to a simmer over medium heat and let it cook until it has thickened just slightly. Now, for a pro-level touch, add your freshly cooked and rinsed pearls directly into the syrup and let them soak. This is the secret to keeping them soft, sweet, and beautifully shiny. Next, it's time to brew our tea. You want a strong, bold flavor that can stand up to the milk and sweetness. Heat your water to about 90 to 95 degrees Celsius, which is just below boiling. Steep your tea bags or loose tea for 3 to 5 minutes. Any longer and it might get bitter. Once it's brewed, set it aside to cool down completely. You can even pop it in the fridge to speed things up. Now for the fun part. Assembling our milk tea. In your cocktail shaker or jar, combine 1 cup of your cooled, strong brewed tea, half a cup of milk, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of your brown sugar syrup. Feel free to add more or less syrup to get the sweetness just right for you. Now, add a good handful of ice to the shaker, seal it tight, and shake it vigorously for about 10 to 15 seconds. This is what creates that light, airy foam on top, the original bubble effect that gives the drink its name. It's time to bring it all together. Take a tall, clear glass. Spoon a generous amount of those warm, syrupy tapioca pearls into the bottom. Fill the glass with ice cubes, right to the top. And now, for the grand finale. Slowly pour your freshly shaken milk tea over the ice. Just watch as the layers of creamy tea and dark pearls come together. It's a beautiful sight. Let's talk timing. The prep for this recipe takes about 10 minutes. The cooking takes about 25. And with a 10-minute rest for the pearls, your total time is just 45 minutes. This recipe makes 2 standard 12 to 16 ounce servings, but it's super easy to scale up for a party. Just prepare the pearls in batches to keep them fresh. Here are a few professional tips to make your bubble tea truly exceptional. First, always serve the pearls fresh and warm. They're at their best within about 4 hours of cooking. If you overcook them, they'll become mushy, so keep an eye on the time. Also, don't underbrew your tea. A weak tea will get lost behind the milk and sugar. And most importantly, adjust the sweetness gradually. Taste as you go. For storage, the brewed tea can be kept in the fridge for up to 24 hours. As we enjoyed this delicious drink, it's so important to recognize and appreciate its origins. Bubble tea was born in Taiwan, a place with a rich history of tea culture and culinary innovation. Every glass we make is a nod to that creativity, community, and tradition. So as we recreate it in our own kitchens, we do so with a deep respect for its roots. If you're looking for some healthier options, you can easily reduce the sugar. Use plant-based milks like oat or almond milk, or swap the sugar for natural sweeteners like honey, stevia, or monk fruit. For kids, you might want to use a lighter tea or a decaffeinated version. And there you have it, your very own original bubble tea, made completely from scratch. Simple ingredients, thoughtful technique, and a respect for tradition. That's what transforms a drink into something special. Cooking isn't just about flavor. It's about culture, creativity, and connection. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your creations in the comments below. I'd love to see your version. Until next time, keep learning, keep creating, and keep cooking.